challenge is starting off with primer. I actually only had one primer that has got like a dippy thing, and that is the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer, which actually happens to be one of my favourite primers. All of my other ones were a squeezy tube, and I kind of thought that'd be cheating because I could just, you know, just keep squeezing it until I've got loads. So I'm gonna do a big old scoop of this, and now I'm putting that to one side. Actually, this might be too much. This primer is so stringy. Like, do you see that? It is so good. Okay, well that is my one dip, and to be honest, that is going to be more than enough. By the way, just a little update on my skin. If you guys watched my testing like popular TikTok products video the other day, after using that mask, I know that I got so many comments being like, so if you put too much of the mask on, that mask is so bad for your skin, you shouldn't have put makeup on afterwards. I know that. I know I did everything pretty much wrong. My skin did get really smooth. However, a couple days after, like yesterday and the day before, my skin was feeling really dry. So I just made sure that I gave it loads of like extra moisture and stuff, and now it feels totally fine, but it definitely did dry my skin out for a few days. So if you're using that mask, just please do your research. Don't take what I said as like, you know, what you should be doing. Moving on to foundation, I have got the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the shade 4.5. I'm honestly not too sure if this is going to match me, but this is one of the foundations that I had that instead of a pump, it's got an applicator, like a doe foot applicator. So I've just taken one dip of this, which I've got no idea if that is going to be enough. I'm not actually sure this is going to be enough. And actually maybe it will be. Oh god, I've got no idea. Yeah, this looks fine. I'm like really wiping every last bit off of the spoolie. And that is pretty much dry. I haven't actually used this foundation in ages. I swear when I used to use this foundation, I would put about 3 dips of this onto my face. But judging this now, I think one dip is probably just about enough. Just about enough? What am I on about? This is more than enough. For my concealer, I've got the Iconic London Seamless Concealer in Natural Beige. I picked this one because I think it picks quite a lot of products up on the brush, or like the doe foot, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, okay, well that's it. I've taken it out now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, like look, it spreads such a nice amount of product. These are the concealers that I like. Let's just maximize its potential, and it's pretty much dry. This is actually kind of an interesting challenge to see how much you can get in one dip of different products, because I've got some concealers, and I know that you have probably all tried some concealers where you have to dip in about 5 times to get enough product. So any concealer that can do this, I am a fan of. What is going on with my eyebrows? So powder is going to be a little bit tricky. What I'm going to do is shake some of this into the lid. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10, and that is a lot of product. What I'm going to have to do is like fully load up my brush. Oh, and that's it. Okay, right. Let's like lightly tap under my eyes. No, that was not lightly. Okay. The eyes are the most important, I guess, and then let's just quickly dab all over my face and hope that that gets everything. I'm literally just going over my face about 10 times and hoping that any powder that is like in this brush is just gonna come off onto my skin. Oh, my cheeks are feeling a bit sticky. Come on. That's all I can do. And next we move on to bronzer. I've gone for one that I think is the most pigmented in my collection. So what I'm kind of hoping for is that this is going to be able to pick up enough and I'll be able to somehow make it work. Let me just wipe it off on this brush cleany thing. Well, it doesn't clean your brushes, it just knocks off what's already on them. It is stained, but like if I put this on the back of my hand, no bronzer on here. For my dip, I'm gonna fully get in there. Oh my god, that's so much. That is so much bronzer. Then we're putting this down. Oh my god, no. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and do this as equally as I can. Oh my god, why has it done that? I think it was because this part of my face wasn't like fully set, it's just stuck to it in a big line. And it's not really blending out, is it? Oh well, it could be worse, it could be worse. I'm also gonna try and do my nose contour with a different brush. Again, let's just wipe it off. So we're taking the bronzer and my brush. I'm gonna dip lightly on either side because I don't want a super harsh nose contour. Okay. Oh god, oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's try and blend out those lines. I'm definitely being a lot more harsh with my face in this challenge. Normally with my nose contour I'd be so light, but today I'm like just to try and blend out the edges, because I'd normally use my powder for this. Ah, well that's just taken half my foundation off. Oh god, this is not looking good. For blush, again, I've decided to go for one of my most pigmented ones. This is the Diego Della Palma Frangipan Cheeks Powder Blush in 333. I think you can still get hold of this. This is such a nice blush, but it's really pigmented. So again, taking my blush. What did I just say? Did I just say brush blush? I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys. And that's my dip. Okay, actually, this isn't as pigmented as I thought it was. Okay, yeah, no, that's got pigment. That's got pigment. We're definitely looking very blushed. I'm not too sure about that one. For my highlighter, I've decided to go for one of the Ofra highlighters because these are the most pigmented highlighters that I own. This one is called All of the Lights, so I'm gonna mix my brush between this one, which is Star Island, and this one, which is Rodeo Drive. I'm just gonna do a big swipe. Oh, that's not enough. That's definitely not enough. Well, it's too late now. Oh yeah, okay, wait, no, that's enough. Okay, that side is fine. This side is a little bit lacking. Actually, no, it's not. It's fine. And then same again, I'm going to use this one brush for my brow bone, my inner corners, and my nose highlight. Which one do I prioritize? I'm going to go in with Star Island. Let's do a little swirl. And, oh, I normally start with my brow bone, but I kind of really want some on my nose. Okay, let's do a little bit here, a little bit here. Just using the side of the brush. Good tactic. A little bit on my inner corners, and then I'm going to focus mostly on my nose. Okay, and then the excess, let's blend out that brow bone. Okay, for my brows, I was thinking about how I was going to do this. Then I realised that there is such a thing as a brow pomade and also brow powders, so that's fine. So I'm taking my brow brush and my pomade. This is the Ka-Brow in the shade 2. I'm just gonna like properly go ham in here. Oh, okay, that's way too much. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up with some blocky eyebrows. So I'm gonna start with the tail. Oh my god, there's so much product on this brush. I guess then I'll do the other tail because I at least want them to be even. Okay, and then let's blend throughout the rest of the eyebrow. A lot of the time if I was using a brow pomade, I'd keep like dipping back in. But actually, I was just able to do my brows with one dip. And I don't think they look too bad. Okay, this tail is a little bit lacking. I could do with a bit more product here because it's a bit light. And then same again with brow gel. I would normally just keep dipping in there and do like a few different dips for each eyebrow. This is the 3D Brow Tones in the shade 4. It makes your eyebrows look really fluffy. Okay, next side, flipping it over. This challenge is actually kind of easier than I was expecting. I thought this was going to be really, really hard, but as long as you just make sure you load your brush up, it's kind of fine. For my eyeshadow, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the second palette, so it's the volume 2, just because I said I was going to use this in another video and then just didn't. In the first video that I did on this, I did like quite a bright eye look with it, but I did say I was going to do a more neutral look, so that's what I'm going to be using this for today. I'm going to be using these kind of shades, I think, like the browns and the rose golds and the golds and the black. Again, it's stained. If I do this on the back of my hand, no eyeshadow. Let's start with the shade which is called Perfectionist. So I'm gonna do that. That's my dip. And then I'm gonna put a bit on this eye, a bit on this eye, and then I guess I'll just keep blending like this, one side at a time, just so they end up being pretty even. And I think that is all I'm getting out of this eyeshadow shade. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade, or just dig my fingernail into it. I'm gonna go in with the shade G Money, which is this one here. And again, I'm just gonna swirl my brush in that. And that is my dip. A bit on that side, bit on that side. A little bit of blending, a little bit of blending. Oh god, I've definitely got more on this eye. I'm not too sure why I'm using the tiniest mirror in the whole world to do this, because I can't really see what I'm doing. By the way, if you're wondering why I always look this way, it's because I've got a big mirror like on my wardrobe, and I just look into it to check from afar. Oh no, I think I've got more on this side. Let's wing it out slightly. At least this is really making me like focus on my blending, because there's nothing left on this brush. I'm just trying to blend it all out. I still think there's more on this side, but whatever. For the shimmer shade, I'm actually going to use my finger. Is this a bad idea or is this a good idea? I'm taking Ride or Diamonds, which is this shade here. Just gonna like rub my finger in there as much as I can. Take some of that and then just try and get it even. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, there's definitely more on this side. Try and blend that out. Oh my god, that shade is stunning. I wish I could get a bit more of it on this side, but you know what? Most of it's stuck to my finger, so I'm just gonna go in with my brush with nothing on it and just try and like blend that out a bit more. Then I'm taking another brush and I'm gonna go back into that G Money shade and just use this for my lower lash line. Let's do a little bit of a swirl this time. Oh my god, that's just made so much fall out. That's probably way too much. For the final eyeshadow shade, I'm taking the black, which is called Temptress. I don't think I've actually tried this yet. Did I try this in the other video? Can't even remember. I don't think I did. Let's just like proper load up my brush with this. Let's get it on the sides. There we go. That's my dip. And I'm going to try and do a smoky winged liner with this. So I'm going to start out by stamping it on my lash line. Oh, thank God, this is really pigmented. Other side, don't let me down. Oh, do I even bother trying to wing this out? I don't think I've got enough on my brush, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, great. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. I'm still going. Well, what we have learnt today, kids, is that doing one dip of black eyeshadow is not enough to get a strong eyeshadow liner, but I mean, I guess it's kind of smoky. The actual eyeshadow itself was really pigmented, but doing it across two eyes, I mean, it's kind of worked, but it's just looking a bit grey. Like, it looks quite pretty, but it's not as sharp or as dark as I want it to be. I've then got a liquid liner. This is the Balm Schwing liner, and I am just gonna take, let's swirl it around a bit, one dip of this. That is it. This is probably a bad idea. Let's do the initial line first. Oh god, it's already kind of running out. Come on. Oh my god, yeah, it's completely like dried on the brush. Nope, we've got a man down. That brush is completely dry. This eyeliner definitely dries matte, by the way. Can we see this? This is a sad wing. This side wasn't so bad, but this side it completely dried up. Like, this brush is dried. Next up we have mascara. I have chosen one which picks up so much product on the brush, so I'm hoping this isn't gonna let me down. This is the Diego Dalla Palma My Toy Boy mascara, which is freaking huge. Yes, it looks questionable, but this mascara is so like wet and just it gets a lot on the brush, so I have high hopes for this. Okay, let's do one eye and let's do the other eye. I mean, that is normally what you do when you're doing mascara. Just felt the need to clarify. Yes, this mascara is like one dip, no problem, mate. Ooh, it's looking a bit clumpy though. Okay, let's attempt the bottom lashes. There's product on this one for days. Okay, I could do with a bit more product on this tip to do my lower lashes. Why have these lower lashes turned out fine and these ones have gone so clumpy? Well, if anything, this challenge has definitely taught me that you don't need to dip into your mascara like 50 times. Well, definitely not with this one anyway. I've then got my liquid lipstick. This is the Jeffree Star, all of the writings come off it. What are these called? I think they're called Velour liquid lipsticks. I think that's the official name. This one is in the shade Mannequin, which used to be my favourite. And I'm pretty confident I can do this in one dip, so that's my dip. Easy. Easy. I've just realised I was going to do a red lip to make it like a bit more of a challenge. Well, do I take this off and do a red lip? Yes. Even though this went perfectly well. I really want to wear this one. It's the Shane Dawson and Jeffree one in Are You Filming? One sec. Ooh, okay. I did not mean to do that. I'm going in with the red instead. And again, we're doing one dip. Okay, that's actually a bit too much, I think. Because it's like coming off the end of it. I told you it was too much. What is wrong with me? Oh my god, it's all over my teeth. Did that actually just happen? Okay, I'll clean my teeth up in a minute. Well, that was a little bit tricky because I mean, I lost half the product into my mouth. I don't actually know how I managed that. That was quite horrifying and it's still on my teeth. Well, that was an experience. How did I get it in my mouth? I think because, like I said, there was so much product on it that it just, I don't understand. It just ended up in my mouth. That's what she said. Right, anyway, this is the finished look. Is it me or does my hair look really dark today? I actually almost look brunette. This actually went better than I was expecting.